Welcome back to Sportybleather, the Golden Boot. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Jade. Day 3 of the World Cup 2026, and mate, it's already delivering everything we hoped for.
Absolutely electric. Last night was a brilliant night of football. 2 games, 2 very different stories. Let's start with Canada versus Bosnia-Herzegovina.
The co-hosts. Canada finally got their moment. 1 won the final score, and honestly, Jade, a draw might actually feel like a win for Canada.
It really does. Think about it. Canada have never had a point at a World Cup in their history. This is their first ever one. The Niagara Falls crowd actually went absolutely mental when they scored, and I don't blame them.
The atmosphere in that stadium was something else. And listen, Bosnia were no pushovers either. Edin Dzeko leading the line, still a quality operator at this level.
He is. But the talking point, the massive talking point, was a second-half incident where BBC pundits completely disagreed over whether Bosnia should have had a player sent off.
Yes, Wayne Rooney was absolutely fuming on the BBC panel. He said it's a clear red, no question. Textbook dangerous play, endangering an opponent.
But then former referee Darren Cann came on and went, "No, he wins the ball." He said the leg was high, but it wasn't reckless and he wouldn't have shown red.
And that right there is the problem with modern football. 2 people watching the exact same incident and seeing something completely different. The ref kept it yellow, the game finished 1-1, and now both teams go into their next fixtures with everything still to play for.
Canada's opening ceremony was something special too. Alanis Morissette and Michael Bublé in Toronto. Very Canadian, very wholesome.
Proper goosebumps moment. Right, now let's talk about the real headline of last night. The USA absolutely destroyed Paraguay 4-1 at Sophie Stadium in Los Angeles.
Destroyed might be underselling it. This was a statement. The USA's biggest World Cup win by a margin since 1930. Let that sink in. 1930.
The opening ceremony was like a concert. Katy Perry, Tyler, Future performing. Tom Cruise in the stands wearing a USA jersey. The energy was absolutely off the charts.
Then the football matched it. Folarin Balogun, ex-Arsenal striker, scored twice. The guy was on fire. Clinical in front of goal, sharp movement, linked up brilliantly.
Christian Pulisic was magnificent too. He assisted one before being taken off at half-time as a precautionary measure for a calf issue, which is the only concern coming out of this game for the USA.
Because Pulisic is everything to this team. If he misses the next game, that's a problem. But Pochettino will be hoping it's nothing serious.
The stats were incredible. 71% possession in the first half. High press that suffocated Paraguay. 17 of their 26-man squad play in Europe's top 5 leagues. 7 of those in the Premier League.
These are not a naive host nation hoping for a run. This is a proper squad, built for a proper tournament. And then, Gio Reyna. In stoppage time, a sublime 4th goal to cap the night.
Absolutely stunning strike. The crowd lost their mind. Paraguay did get a late consolation, but the scoreline was a true reflection.
BBC pundits were buzzing. Ellen White said, and I'm paraphrasing here, they probably shocked the world. And Danny Murphy called them a really dangerous team.
They are dangerous. And they're at home, in form, playing with confidence. The USA could genuinely go deep in this tournament, and the world is starting to believe it.
There was also a bizarre VAR moment, a so-called mistaken identity booking, where a player was cautioned and there was genuine confusion about who actually got the yellow card. Goes into the history books, apparently.
Football being football.
Right, before we get into transfers, we need to talk about the Thomas Partey story, because this is absolutely wild.
Ghana's midfielder Thomas Partey was denied entry into Canada. He was refused at the border ahead of Ghana's World Cup opener.
That's not a small thing. This is a World Cup. Ghana are flying players in from clubs all over Europe, and one of their most experienced players, former Arsenal man, a key figure in their squad, just gets turned away at the border.
The details are still coming out, but the impact on Ghana's preparation for their opener is massive. You can't just replace that kind of experience and leadership overnight.
It's the kind of story that only happens at a World Cup tournament spread across 3 countries. Different border rules, different entry requirements. It's a logistical nightmare for some of these nations.
Ghana will be fuming. And rightly so. This needs to be sorted urgently. Partey needs to be in that squad.
Also coming out of England's camp, and this is almost comical, England have had training equipment stolen, before their opening game.
Only England.
Only England! Somewhere in North America, there is someone walking around with a set of training cones and bibs that belong to the 3 Lions. Remarkable.
Bellingham is still expected to start the opener. Mark Guehi might start on the bench. And Bellingham himself has been talking about needing to feel love playing for England, which is a fascinating comment coming from him at this stage of his career.
It tells you there's something going on emotionally for him. He's clearly carrying something. Hopefully, he channels it into brilliant football on the pitch.
And quick Scotland update. McTominay is ready to go for the Haiti game after an illness scare. Had an upset stomach, missed training the day before. But he's back, he's fit, he's ready.
Thank God for that. Scotland need him. Haiti first, then the world.
Coming up after the break, the transfers. And there's a lot happening. Real Madrid closing in on a massive signing. Rashford's future revealed. And plenty more.
Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Sportybleather. Transfer time. And Jade, this window is absolutely cooking, even while the World Cup is happening.
It genuinely is. Let's start with the big one. Real Madrid and Bernardo Silva. Done deal, basically.
Jose Mourinho walks back into Real Madrid for his second spell, and his first big statement signing is Bernardo Silva. 31 years old, contract expires at Man City at the end of this month. He's going to Madrid on a free.
Incredible piece of business if it goes through. Silva is one of the best midfielders in the world. Technically exceptional, press-resistant, drives the ball forward. Mourinho would absolutely love that profile.
And for Man City, losing him on a free is a bit of a gut punch, isn't it? Pep built a lot of his systems around Silva's ability to drift and find space. He's not easily replaced.
Not at all. Right, Marcus Rashford. What's happening there?
Bayern Munich. Team Talk are reporting Bayern believe they can get this done following positive talks with Rashford's representatives. 28 years old, English, plays for Man United.
Which is a fascinating one because Rashford's had a really rough spell at United. But the Bundesliga could be exactly the reset he needs. Bayern give him a platform, a proper project, and they clearly rate him.
If Bayern come in with serious money, United will probably listen. The club needs the cash, and Rashford hasn't been the player they need him to be. Tough to say, but it's the reality.
It's actually quite exciting for Rashford as a player. A fresh start, Champions League football, playing under a proper system. Could genuinely reignite his career.
Now this one surprised me. Manchester United signing Mateus Fernandes from West Ham. 21 years old, Portuguese, and United have apparently beaten Arsenal to his signature.
Interesting one. He's been excellent for West Ham. Physical, press-friendly, good range of passing. United clearly want to inject some younger energy into that midfield.
And beating Arsenal to a signing is never a bad day. Arsenal fans will be fuming.
Arsenal have their own business, though. They're looking at Ander Barrenetxea from Real Sociedad. Spanish winger. Tottenham have also been watching him. So that one could get spicy.
Arsenal have also been linked. Well, Besiktas have entered advanced talks to sign Leandro Trossard from Arsenal. £20 million. That would free up wages and a squad spot at the Emirates.
Trossard's been a squad player more than a starter this season. If they can get 20 million and invest it properly, makes sense for both parties.
Newcastle are back in for James Trafford, Man City's English goalkeeper. 23 years old, Newcastle want to sort their goalkeeping situation, and Trafford's been identified as the long-term answer.
Smart thinking from Newcastle. You want to build depth across every position, and a young England international goalkeeper is a real asset for the future.
Brighton have made a £30 million offer to sign Luka Vuskovic from Tottenham. The Croatian defender is only 19. 30 million for a 19-year-old centre-back shows how this market has gone completely mad.
But Vuskovic is a serious talent. Strong, composed, reads the game well. If Brighton get him, that's a brilliant bit of business.
Leeds and Liverpool both interested in Lee Han-bom, the South Korean central defender from Midtjylland. 23 years old, Napoli, Monaco and Lyon also watching.
There'll be a bidding war for that one. South Korean talent is properly on the radar right now, especially after South Korea's 2-1 win over Czech Republic earlier in the tournament.
And finally, Barcelona offloading Marc-Andre ter Stegen to Ajax. The German goalkeeper, 34, clearly not in their long-term plans. Ajax get an experienced keeper. Barcelona clear a big wage off the books.
Very businesslike from Barca. They're always finding ways to manage that wage bill.
Right, quick look ahead. Tonight we've got Qatar versus Switzerland and Brazil versus Morocco. Brazil without Neymar though. Ancelotti has confirmed Neymar will miss the opener.
Which is a massive story in itself. Neymar at 34, fitness has been a constant battle. But Brazil are still Brazil. Vinicius, Rodrigo, Endrick. They'll cope.
Qatar versus Switzerland is interesting because Qatar are the host nation who bombed out in the group stage last time in their own tournament. They'll want to start stronger this time around.
And tomorrow night, Scotland versus Haiti, 2 in the morning UK time. We'll be watching.
We'll be watching from our beds, Jade.
From our beds at 2 in the morning. Fully committed.
That's what this World Cup does to you. All right, that's a wrap for EP6 of Sportybleather, the Golden Boot.
If you're loving the show, subscribe on YouTube, follow us wherever you get your podcasts, and leave us a review. It genuinely helps more than you know.
And come back tomorrow. Scotland-Haiti reaction, Brazil-Morocco verdict, and whatever madness the transfer window throws at us over the weekend.
It's been a brilliant few days of football, and it's only going to get better.
I'm Charlie.
I'm Jade. We'll see you next time. Come on, Scotland.
Come on, Scotland!